There's apparently a lot of bats in the basement, which rhymes actually, or rather it's alliteration. But in any case, hello everybody and welcome to another episode of A Thinking Pack, where today we are going ahead and getting ready to go on a massively semi-permanent vacation, where we are going to the moon. We are getting ready to go, and we are going to be going there to be there permanently, except for maybe 5 minutes an episode maximum is the idea, what we will maybe be coming back to the overworld. Now, we have a lot of things to do. We're trying to get launched on episode 100. We have 2 episodes left, 88 and 99, which would be this episode and next episode. And we have a lot of things to do. We have on this list here, we have bring the Minechem machines. I think we'll have to bring all of the machines to actually save some time. We've got make electric power, which I think will just take our power system from the base, not take it, but actually make sort of a duplicate. I think if we just, when we're on the moon, if we have the Minechem machines, something to actually make some power, so like a simple engine, and then we also have a cobblestone generator, I think that that will be enough to get us started on everything, absolutely everything, hopefully. But in order to transport all of that stuff to the moon, we will also need to transport all that stuff. And so we do not have any storage in the rocket. We have possibly too many things to carry in our own inventory. And I was going to remake the rocket with storage inside it, but just realized that we actually have the Ender Chests mod. Ender Chest. And that would be very, very helpful indeed. We can make all kinds of ender chests and set them all up. We can even use those in the future to transport items back and forth to the moon easier than otherwise. So I was thinking about using a cargo rocket to transport items back and forth to the moon because it's automated and things, which would actually be a lot of fun to use. But perhaps we don't need to do it that way if we have the Minechem, not the Minechem, but the ender chest thing. So we need, in these following 2 episodes, which is not a lot of time, hopefully we can get it all done, make ender chests to be able to transport things, bring the Minechem machines, make a second electric power system, or at least the materials that we need to make that, to set it up on the moon. We also need to do something with the oxygen so that we can make oxygen on the moon. I do not know how that works very well, so that's a problem. And that should hopefully be everything. If you guys think of anything else that we need to do. Oh! We need to make a parachute. We need to make a parachute, or else we'll be falling to our death, which is not ideal. Not ideal at all. Parachute. And that requires string, which we cannot get from spiders because we do not have any spiders. We also need canvas, which requires more string. So yeah, so we'll need a lot of string. You cannot get string from sheep either, which makes it a big problem. So let's go ahead and add that to the list as well, and then go ahead and get started. That is that, and stay tuned. We're going to try to get that all done in 2 episodes, which is not a lot of time. We'll see how this goes. The first item on the list is to make an ender chest, because that means everything that we make we can store in the ender chest and transport it to the moon very easily. So whoops, I keep clicking on that to check the inventory for some reason and keep falling out. Oh, inventory is the F button. Okay, so it is fully fueled for some reason. Not sure, I didn't think we actually made any fuel, but apparently it's filled to the full with fuel, but it is missing item storage, so that is okay. But in any case, back to the point. The point is that we are getting started on making an ender chest. We're gonna put all of our items in the ender chest, and that is that. Now, to make this here ender chest, we need obsidian, which is fairly easy. We should be able to get that easily. Blaze rods are more difficult because you need plutonium. Do we actually have any plutonium? We may or may not have plutonium, but if we do have plutonium, then that would be easy. And we also need a chest. We also need an ender pearl, which I think we already have some. So that would be excellent. If we do not have plutonium, the easiest way may or may not be to get to the end, grab end stone, and turn that into plutonium. Let's actually try to climb up the stairs a little safer. Let's try to not fall off the stairs. That would be helpful. And let's check our radioactive chemical chests. Californium, we have 6 plutonium. How much do we need? We might even have more than that. 1 blaze rod is 6 plutonium. So we need 4 blaze rods. We need 6, 12, 18, 24. Plutonium is not easy to make. It is not easy to make plutonium. So we need, 6, 12, 18, 24. Okay, so we need 24 plutonium. And we do not have 24 plutonium, so that will be very complicated. It will make things take longer, which is already taking a long time to get to the moon. And there's no plutonium in here. Okay, so we will have to use our chemical machines to actually create plutonium. And that should be good. That would make us our blaze rods, unless we already have some. Let's go ahead and check if we have some blaze rods already. Let's check if we have blaze rods already, and if we do, then we're good to go. We have ender pearls already. Do we have enough? Yes, we do. Oh, because we need a whole lot more, because we need 2 ender chests. We need 1 to actually... I was thinking of leave 1 on the overworld and bring 1 with us, but we could actually just pick it up. It stores its inventory, so we can just go ahead and pick it up afterwards, so we do not need 2 of them, although it would be better with 2 of them. Okay. Wool, chest, obsidian. Okay, so let's go ahead and start getting these things. We need... Let's grab 2 ender pearls, like that. That is that. And we need... Blaze rods are going to be very complicated, going to take a lot of time, slow us down a lot, but hopefully we can get that done. Chest, that's fairly easy. We might already have one. No, we do not, but that is okay. Let's go ahead and get downstairs because we have our place full of many, many chests, which we have been using up very nicely. There we go. That would be a chest. And we got it now in the inventory. Excellent. And this one is full. This one is empty still, so we still have some more chests here we can use. Okay. So let's start building the recipe in our own inventory right here. Let's go ahead and drop this piece of cobblestone. Let's go ahead and put the chest down there. The ender pearls go, where did they go? The chest go in the middle. The ender pearls go like that. And let's see, we can actually put down all this wheat because we don't need that anymore. Let's go ahead and drop that down in our chest downstairs. I'll be back in a minute. Let's start with the easy things first. So we now have our ender pearls. We now have our chests. This is where we're building the recipe in our inventory. We need blaze rods, which are hard. Obsidian we can make if we find it somewhere. So let's go ahead and find that. And wool. We need 2 wool. I don't know if colored wool works, but let's go ahead and set that up like that. Hopefully it should work. All right, so obsidian, we should have some of that around. Actually, let's check our, let's go out this way again. Let's check our quarry, because our quarry has gathered all kinds of things, and I think it has gathered obsidian, actually. I think it has gathered obsidian, so let's go ahead and check that out. There's a bat downstairs, which is not ideal, but that is okay. The bat can be flying around. Okay, so here we go. Oh, wrong staircase. No, actually not the wrong staircase, because we have a way through right here to get up to our quarry over here, which is excellent indeed. Excellent indeed. All right, here we go. We shall look for obsidian. We shall need how much? To make 2 ender chests, we need 4 obsidian. Okay, and oh, we have obsidian. All right, that saves a lot of time. There we go. For obsidian, we've got our wool, we've got our ender pearls, we've got chests, and we just need the most complicated item of all, the blaze rods. Now, why is that the most complicated? That would be because, and let's start actually heading to the end right now. I think that might be the good idea. Because the reason blaze rods are complicated, no, not the end. Let's go ahead and try to synthesize this. Because blaze rods are complicated because in this series we have the requirement, the challenge of never going to the Nether. So that makes blaze rods difficult to acquire. Plutonium is 94, the atomic number. I'm going so fast. Sorry, I'm going to slow down a bit. So you can see plutonium right there has, in the blue, it says Pu, that's its atomic name. And then 94 would be its atomic number. And we can add atomic numbers together in the chemical fusion chamber, which is excellent. So we need to make 94. So we shall use, this looks good, antimony 51. What would that be? So to make 94. 94 minus 51, that would be 43. We need 43 in addition to the antimony. Let's go ahead and grab some of this stuff. And 43... we can use calcium to make the 40. And then let's go ahead and use... we need something to make 3. Something to make 3 to add to this. We have not used these Minechem machines in quite a while. So we are actually trying them. This is a once-in-a-while event in this particular series, which is excellent. Possibly in the next series it will not be so... take so long, but we shall see. Let's go ahead and restart the engines. That is necessary. Actually, let's do that after, because they will burn out again if they have nowhere to send their power. So let's go ahead and head down here and start combining some chemicals. And here we go, chemical fusion chamber. And let's go ahead and make some plutonium. And all right, antimony is 51. We need, actually, how many of these do we need? We need to make 4 blaze rods. We already have 6. We already have enough plutonium to make 1 blaze rod. So let's go ahead and make 3 more. So 6 each. 6, 12, 18 plutonium. So we'll need 18 antimony to start with, because that is the atomic number of 51. So let's go ahead and put that in this chest here. In the other chest, let's go ahead and put in the calcium, because we need to combine the calcium with the antimony, because it's a 20 plus 51. That makes lutetium, something like that. That is what it is making. And it's out of power, which is excellent as well. So let's go ahead and head back upstairs. It's not very excellent, but let's go ahead and try to fix that. That thing is coming from... oh, does this wooden pipe limit it a lot? It looks like it might. Let's go ahead and check. Wooden pipes, we might need to switch that wooden pipe out for something. Because here's the problem. Or at least add a second... no, we can't add a second wooden pipe because there's only one output. Where's the wooden... aha, wooden kinesis pipe. 320 RF per tick. And let's compare that to our engines. Let's compare that to our engines. Fix, fix, fix. And how much do our engines produce? 10 RF per tick. So let's see if, basically what we're trying to see is if the wooden pipe will work fast enough, if it's restricting the speed of our machine or not. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. So no, the wooden pipe should not be restricting it. So that is okay. However, let's go ahead and start this thing, start the rest of these guys going. There we go. And also, we should fix this. Aye. Our chemical machine is completely jammed. We're currently making iron, so that should be okay. Let's go ahead and take all of... yeah, we don't have any space in our inventory. We do not have any inventory space, which is not ideal. Not ideal at all. Let's go ahead and drop off our hoe into this chest here because we do not need it right now, and our shears. There we go. That will give us 2 more slots. Anyways, back to the point. The point is we are trying... whoop. to get around the right path. We are trying to make plutonium, I think it was. What was it? Whatever it was. We are trying to make ender pearls. No, we are trying to make blaze rods. Aha. Calcium is there, all right. Plutonium, 18 of them, which I think was what we were making. Okay. We need to combine that with calcium. We need actually more calcium. Let's go ahead and get that. We need 18 calcium, not 14. We have 14. We need 18 calcium because calcium is 10 or 20. Calcium is 20. Where'd it go? Do we have any calcium? Do we have any calcium? Do we have any calcium? No, we do not. Doesn't look like it. We should have some calcium because we had loads of that stuff. Unless we just completely decomposed it or something. We have lots of beryllium. Not a lot of calcium, though. Unless it's in here. No. Okay, so it looks like we'll need to make calcium first. So if we can combine... So, oh! Sodium is 11. Let's combine sodium, which is 11, with oxygen, which is 8. So let's try to get a full stack of that. There we go. 11 and 8 would be 19. We need 20 to make calcium. So let's go ahead and grab one more. Grab one more, which would be hydrogen, which we already have. So let's go ahead and combine that downstairs. Here we go. Calcium, and let's go ahead and grab that out of there. We need to make more calcium. Let's go ahead and where did it go? Okay, sodium is 11, and then oxygen is 8. Let's combine those two. They should combine very nicely to make potassium, which is very nice. It's making that very fast. Once it is done making the potassium, we should be able to proceed from there and... Come on, finish this. You're running low on power. Okay. Let's wait for the power here. Oh! If we can replace our wooden pipe, it might actually help with speeding this up a lot. Possibly. Because we have that backlog of energy in our system. And then we can go ahead and move on from there and do it faster. Okay, so... Potassium. Let's go ahead and combine the potassium with, that would be 19. Let's go ahead and combine the potassium with hydrogen. That would be obsidian. There we go. Hydrogen. And we are making calcium already. So once that is done, then we're good to go. Let's see if we can speed up these machines at all. Speed up the machine. Speed up the machine. Uh-huh. So this thing looks like it's gaining power faster than it's draining. No, possibly not. Yeah, if we can get the power downstairs quicker, then we'll be good to go. That iron pipe goes up really high. Iron pipe. That's a pickaxe. What would it be? Pipe. And let's look for iron on the list. Iron is in the... Okay, kinesis pipe. There we go. Iron kinesis pipe. Okay, so 1280 RF per tick. So that should be plenty fast enough. So I don't know why our... Maybe the... Oh, max output 300 galactic craft joules per tick. Let's actually convert that. GC energy units. This is a command you guys can use, by the way, if you're using galactic craft. GC energy units. And how do you... Okay, RF. GC energy units. RF. I think that worked. Yes, okay. So it outputs, this energy storage module outputs at 187 RF per tick, which is okay, but that's why it's slow. That is why it's slow. All right, let's go ahead and head back down here. And let's make our calcium. We've got only 4 of these left to go, which is excellent. You know what would be helpful is if we could... what's the energy storage... Because there's a higher power one. Does this say... Okay, so this doesn't... It says it stores and outputs more energy. The energy storage cluster as opposed to the energy storage module. I'm guessing because it uses 4 storage modules that it would be quadruple the rate. Possibly. But we do not have 4 storage modules. And we do not want to spend the time to make that right now. So let's go ahead and continue with this. And we need 18 calcium. There we go. Let's go ahead and put the calcium in here. And we were making something. We were making... What were we making? And I don't think we need any more antimony as well. I think we made all of that. Oh yes, Plutonium is what we have right now. Let's go ahead and combine that with the calcium to make, what is this? This is Proactinium. Okay. Now, this is going to be difficult because the Proactinium, as you can see, it doesn't stack. It does not stack, which makes it very difficult to store. Actually, because it's radioactive is why it doesn't stack, which makes it very difficult. So, let's see. We only need to make 9 more of those, so they will fit in the chest. But then after making the Proactinium, we need to turn that into Plutonium. And Plutonium is 94, Proactinium is 91, so we'll need 3. And what did we have that was 3? Oh, yes, we were going to use hydrogen. We were going to use hydrogen to make 3, but we do not have any hydrogen right now. Beryllium is 4, which is not helpful. We need carbon is 6. Oh, while we're doing that downstairs, let's go ahead and set the carbon in here, split it to make 3. There we go. We've got our 3 just like that. That's excellent. Now we have lithium, which is 3. That was easy. So once this is done, one thing that's interesting, if you guys haven't noticed this before, is the chemical fusion chamber. The amount of energy you can see on the right, energy per item, is 9,100 RF to make one item. That's how much energy it takes to make the item. That is because we're doing Proactinium, which is a fairly advanced item with a high atomic number. And it seems to be the atomic number times 100 is what it seems to be, because 9100 is 91 Proactinium. Now, if we go ahead and use the Proactinium with lithium, let's go ahead and put the lithium in. And then this will be difficult, actually, because we will have to do this fairly one at a time. But that is okay. Here we go. Okay. If we put these in, well, it will go through very quickly, but you'll be able to see on the right that it won't be 9100 RF per item. It will be 9,400. Now, it's going by really fast, but you can sort of see it there, 9,400 per item. Let's go ahead and put these into the chest up here, actually. That would make it easier. Nope, that's the wrong chest. That would be the wrong chest, I believe. Yes, okay. Because these two chests, one chest goes into the one side of the machine, the other chest goes into the other side. So let's go ahead and put these into this chest over here. Now we should see, aha! Because they do not stack, if we can put them in the chests like that, that will make it a lot easier. Plutonium, let's grab some plutonium like this, and let's go ahead and grab as many as we can hold. Go ahead and put it into this chest over here. There we go, like that, that's excellent, okay. And we should see it making our berkelium. Did I do it wrong? 97, we need 94. What is happening? Lithium 3 being added. Oh, I'm putting the plutonium in. What am I doing? Plutonium is what we're looking for. Why are we putting plutonium in? I was wondering why the chest was filling up again. Okay, so we just made berkelium, which is not easy to undo. It's not easy to undo that because the only thing we can do is to split it in half upstairs. Split the atomic number in half and then double it again, which is not easy. Okay, so we are trying to make, what is it we're trying to make? We're trying to make plutonium, I think. Let's double check that, actually. Ender chest. We are trying to make end rods, blaze rods. Plutonium, yes, 94. Okay. We do not want the berkelium. Plutonium, where is plutonium? Okay, so we have plutonium. Proactinium. They look the same. They both, as you can see on the icons there, Proactinium starts with P, and so does plutonium, and they are both red. Okay, we want the Proactinium. Proactinium. Let's go ahead and grab all of those. Make sure that they actually are Proactinium. And now let's go ahead and put that in. And we need all of those items, the exact number count that we had, which means that we need to actually go and take all these berkelium and try to undo what we did and turn that. Oh, no, not the plutonium, not the plutonium, not the plutonium. We need Proactinium. Okay, because we need exactly 6, 12, 18. We need exactly 18. So, okay, so that is slightly a bit of an extra complication added onto the task. And let's get rid of that cobblestone again. We keep picking it back up again. Okay, plutonium, we got all that. And berkelium, we need to turn that back into plutonium, which is not easy. So let's go ahead and I'll show you what I mean upstairs. If we head upstairs, we can see that the chemical fission chamber here, if we put in our berkelium, it turns it into, it's too fast to see, but it turns it into, where'd it go? Where did it go? What did it turn it into? Where did it go? It was here somewhere. It was here somewhere. Okay, let's go ahead and check that. 97. Berkelium. Okay, so it would have, it rounds down. So it would consider it 96. And it would split it in half, which would be 45 plus 3, 48. Let's go ahead and look for 48 in here. It should be in here somewhere. 40, it should be right here. No, should be before this, maybe 48. Aha, cadmium. So we got our 48. That's all the cadmium that's in there. Okay. So now we have split that into 48. Now we need to turn this back into the right number, which is going to be easier said than done. Let's go ahead and split it again, I think. It might make it line up a little better. We only needed, I think, 4 of them. And what is it going to turn it into this time? It's going to turn it into 20. Let's go ahead and actually set this up so that we can find it easier. Set this up so that we can find it easier. There we go. And our cadmium is going to turn 48 into 24. So let's go ahead and put that in. And we should see our chromium. 24 chromium. There we go. Okay. Now, we're going to need to turn this back into the item that we're supposed to be having. So let's go ahead and take out the lithium. We need to put in our 4 cadmium with our chromium. Okay. And let's go ahead and grab whatever that made. That would make hafnium. Aha. 72. We need to turn that into plutonium, which is 94. So 72, let's get rid of the chromium. We don't need that anymore. Hafnium, 72. Let's combine 72 with what to make 94? Let's go ahead and calculate that quickly. 72, oh, we don't even need a calculator. Okay, 94 minus 72, that would be 22. Okay, so what do we have that's 22? We need something that's 22. Aha, let's grab the calcium because that's 20. And then we can add something to make 2. Put the lithium in there. Okay, hafnium, calcium, and now we need something that has an atomic number of 2. Where did it go? Aha, uranium. We got 1 uranium, 2 uranium, 3 uranium, 4 uranium. And what else do we have? And if we hold on to this for longer than 4 hours, which is what the green numbers are, then we will explode, which is not good. We will die. And so that is not good. Uranium, we need to add 2, which means hydrogen or the other thing, which was something helium. Hydrogen or helium, whichever we happen to have. And we have lots of hydrogen. So let's go ahead. I think we already have some in here. Possibly hydrogen. We need to add hydrogen twice. All right, there we go. And go ahead and make this thing. Which slot will it wind up in? Let's clean this up a little bit, so that we can actually find it easier. Put that up there, put that up there, put that up there. Okay, so it will show up in this slot. We need to put our hydrogen in, we need to put our uranium in like that. And there we go, we've got Neptunium. And Neptunium, we have to add that again. And come on, get some more power, please. This Neptunium will last 4 hours. before it explodes. By the way, the radioactive elements, they all have different timers on them, which is actually why they don't stack in these chests, but also each element from each other has a different timer. Some of them have like a 15-minute, something like that, timer, and others have like 4 hours, like these ones do. There we go. That would be our final Neptunium. And now we can make this back into plutonium and undo the mess that we made. There we go. Neptunium, blah, 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 like that. There we go. So it is going to be crafting. It is going to take quite a while, but it is going to be crafting into the item that we need. And we've got our plutonium. We are now able to make our blaze rods. Let's go ahead and grab our ender chest recipe again. Oh, we actually, I guess we're not making 2 ender chests because we are only making 1 set of blaze rods, which is not ideal. Not ideal at all. So I guess we'll make only 1 ender chest, and that will have to do. And plutonium, okay, that's good. Is this done yet? Nope, we're still waiting for this. Okay, so while we are waiting for that, what is next on the list to do? We have to, today, we are trying to do 2 things today. We are trying to both set up an ender chest to bring our items, and we are also trying to, where'd the note go? It's down here somewhere. It's down here somewhere. We are trying to, okay, make ender chest and set up a power system that we can make all the pieces for that, which shouldn't be too hard, because I think we don't need to make too many of those. We don't need to make too many of those, so that's good. Neptunium, come on, you're almost there. I think this is the last one, probably. No, it's not. Okay, well, that is that. So the power system, while we are waiting for all that, the power system is down here. We need to make a bunch of turtles, actually. That's kind of all we need. So let's go ahead and assess the power system. We need to make a cobblestone generator to bring with us. We also need over here, where did it go? Okay. We need to make a cobblestone generator when we're there, which is fairly easy to do. We just need to bring a bucket of lava and a bucket of water. We also need some chests, which if we have trees, which we will, then that will be excellent. We also need turtles to automate it. We need to make the crucibles, which I think we can do all that on the moon, because we don't really need to automate all that. Actually, the crucibles we should make. The crucibles are kind of essential to the whole power system. Crucible, what is involved? Crucible. Smelt an unfired crucible. Unfired crucible is porcelain clay, which is bone meal and clay, which we should make. So let's go ahead and get started on that right now. But first I'm going to go ahead and head straight back upstairs and head on up to check out our materials and check on the situation. We should be ready to make the ender chest, and then we can move on from there. Also, if you guys have ever tried to build your... Whoop, getting stuck. If you guys have ever tried to build your own computer, then you may know it is rather an intimidating procedure. If you would like to see how to install a power supply in a computer build, and also how to get out of the middle of the wall, but if you would like to see how to install a power supply in a computer build without breaking it, then go ahead and check out on the second channel. We have a video all about that, which is excellent for those of you guys who are interested. And that is that. Almost forgot to say that, wanted to say that this video, but in any case, that is that. See you guys in the next video.